cooking, everybody? It's your boy Breeze,
Michael.
and we here at the Brooklyn Content House for another episode of What's Cooking podcast, one with the hottest upcoming entrepreneurs around the city. So today we got a special guest with us. Your favorite neighborhood Spider-Man. Hold up, before I even chill, I got to try one of this.
I done try it. Let me know what it's looking like.
What flavor is this?
Woo!
That's strong right here.
Okay.
It's strong right here. So,
Jolly Rancher.
your favorite bartender in the building right now with us.
Yes,
Ace,
sir.
go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. A's favorite hood bartender. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm at.
Yes, sir. He bought us some samples. Yeah, so you just saw my reaction. Let me try. That was the Henny collab. Let me try the Jolly Rancher real quick. I've been waiting on
No, the
this
Jolly
one.
Rancher.
Jolly Rancher.
Oh, it's this one?
Yeah,
What's this one?
That one right there, that's that's more of a lemonade.
Oh, I like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Now he
got
got
it.
it.
You got
That
it.
was
I
my
like
shit.
it. I like
That's
it.
lemonade.
Let me try this one. Yeah, I've been waiting on this
There's
one.
no Deleon in it, you know?
Yeah, lemonade is my favorite right now. I like the lemonade so far.
Well, nah, this one's fire. I ain't gonna lie. It's
Wait,
my
which
favorite
one?
one.
The Jolly Rancher?
Jolly Rancher is my favorite one.
Jolly Rancher
Which
regular.
is-
That's
right.
regular Henny colada.
Yeah, so I've been dying to try his drinks for a minute. So as most of y'all probably know, y'all definitely see him on TikTok. Not his face, but you definitely seen his hands, his drinks, his work. So one of the. Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all see that. No babysitting. That's what we doing.
No baby saying we got the stickers on and whatnot. But yeah, like I was saying though, so he's one of the hottest bartenders on TikTok right now. You feel me? Tell him the app.
On TikTok,
Yeah.
shoot, I don't even know my TikTok. That's the crazy
It's
part.
alright, I'm edited through and it's gonna show up at the bottom. But anyways, yeah, so one of the hottest bartenders on TikTok. Definitely somebody I wanted to tap in with for a while, even before like the TikTok stuff, because one of my good friends, Zay, shout out to Zay, he used to always promote his drinks when he just started. And this was around the era when, I said the era, this was a couple years ago when like the pandemic, everything was going on. That was the era when Nutcrackers were going crazy. Everybody wanted to make drinks.
Yeah.
Everybody, was coming out of the woodworks and trying to make their own things and whatnot. So I'm happy to have you here. It's a pleasure to finally try one of these drinks. I've been dying to try them. I seen the Jolly Rancher one was going crazy on TikTok. So yeah, I'm definitely happy I got to try it myself. But yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself in terms of what got you into bartending and whatnot.
I started, drinking, regular partying, chilling.
Yeah, I'm about to get sold episode.
Yeah, so it took me a little time. I've been drinking a lot, not to make it seem like I'm an alcoholic, but
How you experiment?
Yeah, it took me time to pay attention and you could really make money off of it,
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I seen how many bottles I done went through, and I'm like, you know what? I could definitely make something off of that. So
If you could give us a number, how many bottles do you think you went through?
Alright, how many bottles you went through this week?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I was asking a PG question.
because so this week was making drinks alone, so I probably went through about just making them myself, maybe 20 bottles.
Okay. And I mean that's what I'm aiming for really. Like you feel me?
And that's just for content alone,
Yeah.
Just content.
Yeah, I didn't want to make it sound like 20
Yeah, no,
bottles.
not
before you
me
stick to that.
drinking.
I still feel my question was legitimate.
Yeah, but see, your question, if you want me to really get to it,
Estimate, ballpark number.
estimate, we gotta say it gotta be more than 1,000.
How is my Jesus?
More than 1,000
Oh my
bottles.
Jesus.
It's a lot of years, a lot of days,
It's a
weekends,
lot of years, a lot
summers.
of
So
days,
Yes,
I don't blame
sir.
you, bro. I'm in the same ballpark with you. But yeah. So like you were saying
I'm
before,
gonna stick
like,
to Kool-Aid, okay?
so yeah, like you were saying before, like you started just off the simple thought of that, and then what got you into the process of it? Like I see you got your stickers, you got your own logo and everything. Like,
Alright, so what really happened was my older brother, he decided we ended up going to Myrtle Beach. And when you go to different restaurants and stuff, the drinks is not really it. Some of them be having a little bit of alcohol in it and they overcharge you for it.
we're gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah,
Keep
so
going.
what happened was we had threw an idea out there like, oh, you should make drinks. Because prior to this, he used to make coladas. So, he started me on the whole wave of making coladas and stuff like that. So he was like, yo, we should definitely try to make it ourselves. Threw it out there as a funny joke. I was just like, that ain't funny. Like, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna go with it, you know? And I took it and I ran with it after that. He tried the drink that I had made. He said it was fire. After that, I was gassed up. So I was like, let me try more, see what I can do. From there, that's where it started at.
Okay. So going from that, you're actually a bartender. So it's like,
That's good.
So were you just doing that just because it's like I'm already doing it, or is it just like, you know, something you just like, yeah, I'm gonna try it out?
Well, yeah, I wanted to see how far I could take it. You know, it was more so of I drank, but it's like if I could finesse the craft of it,
yeah,
and I could see where that money goes at. Cause don't get me wrong, I seen people on YouTube actually make, you know, a lot of money on it every month, like 20K a month. You know, making these drinks. So I'm like, you know what? Why not try it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was my main thing with it. Let me see if I can jump in that stream and see if I can do it.
So my question to you is where, from, you know, making the idea, making the brand and everything like that, you know, the stickers and everything, where do you feel like you're at in your journey right now as far as the drinks go and everything?
I'm still in the beginning stage. The way I look at it is I just started, you know?
I like that.
It just started. As the days go by, I still get ideas and I'm still coming up with stickers and stuff like that, you know? People still even giving me the ideas to do it, you know? So that's where I'm at. I'm still in the beginning stage.
What if you had to? So for right now, I know you brought us some samples and everything. What is your favorite or go-to drink out of this right now so far?
Out of the ones that I brought y'all?
Out of the ones that you brought us, and then you could say the ones that you made over.
Well, I just made this one today, the lemonade.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
That lemonade.
Yeah,
that lemonade go crazy. Yeah, that's brand new. I just
an all exclusive.
All
On
exclusive.
what's cooking NYC, you know what I'm saying?
Just threw it up on Instagram too, so you know. Y'all gonna see.
That's the one you sent me, right?
But I'm telling you, the lemonade go crazy.
Nah, not the video.
Okay.
The video I sent you of making the Jolly Rancher.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we definitely gonna put that video like in the cut. So as we speaking, you could be watching it too. But yeah, it's really the process for you. I feel like what makes you so different is like, you know, you have a creative way of how you make your drinks and whatnot. I feel like, you know, obviously to make a drink is so simple. You just pour it in and whatnot. But you actually make it fun. You throw on you knew I was coming for you for this. You throw on the serial killer gloves, and then he spins the bowl. He has like a bowl with the. He has the bowl, and then we have a whole like these different ways. Sometimes, you know, he blends some stuff in and whatnot. So yeah, I like the creativity I see behind all it. But yeah, I see everybody on Instagram to give you help for the serial killer gloves. So talk about that. Like, why you? I mean, it's probably a simple question, but why do you feel like you need the gloves? Like,
I feel like the gloves, you know, solidify you being like an official bartender. Like, there's a lot of bartenders that you see, if they really getting crazy with their craft, you're gonna see the gloves come out, you know. And that's where I started it with. I was like, might as well. And it kind of lets you know, like, I'm clean. My hands is clean. It's not just, you know, anywhere, you know, as soon as I'm putting the gloves on, I'm showing y'all straight when I'm putting the gloves on, you know, the box first. I even throw the box in some of the videos, so let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But
characters, people love a character, people love
yes,
man.
You know,
it's a little details.
You gotta give it to them, like, cause a lot of people will see that and then they gonna wanna know, like, oh, maybe I should try that too as well, you know?
Right.
Put the gloves on. That's why I ended up starting with, but everybody started coming at me for it, so you know.
Might as
well. It was a viral joke. It's like every 20 seconds somebody comments it with that.
But the troll is good though.
The troll is good. Because that means you don't take it too serious or personal. So
yeah, you can't take it serious. You know, I mean, I look at it like this: anybody that says anything is good publicity anyway.
Engagement and publicity.
You have to. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best part about it. Can't take it seriously. Most of the people that do comment, you know, I mean, if I know them, my friends, you know, we're joking around and stuff like that. But if I don't really know them, listen, I'll laugh at it, keep it pushing. Ain't not too much to it.
You remind me of my younger self, because this is when I thought I made pink lemonade for the first time. I literally mixed cranberry and lemonade, and now he doing the whole nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Well, what's in this lemonade? Like, what did you mix it with and everything? If you could tell.
So it's and this is blue raspberry, the Minute Maid.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you got regular lemonade in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put hypnotic.
Ooh.
And then on top of the hypnotic, you put some De Leon in it.
Oh, okay.
I drove in today. I don't know how to get home.
Yeah.
Now, you know,
last time we got mad episodes ago.
Please.
You would have seen the bottle, you would have seen the fruits and stuff I throw in it as well to make it look, you know what I'm saying? The fruits make it look even better too, make it taste better too as well.
Yeah, so our key thing on this podcast, I mean, it's not really our thing, but it's like, it's been a common theme of image, right? We always speak about image every episode. So, well, actually, is that a bottle actually on your tattoo?
This right here is actually, I started, this is not my bottle specifically, but I wanted to make sure that I started it off. This is going to be my sleeve specifically for bartending. So everything on here, going forward, is going to be like bartender stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, that adds to the whole image concept, but I just noticed it as I was speaking, that's why I just stopped myself to ask. But yeah, like I was saying with the image thing though, I feel like, and you were saying earlier with like, you know, restaurants having weak drinks, I feel like image is a big thing because it's like, especially now you see on Instagram and TikTok, all these places that review restaurants and whatnot, like these food pages. Yeah. They always review pages and they always gas the drink because the drink has like something excessive to it. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that spot, I forgot, I think it's called Black Tab or something like that.
Yeah.
Black Tab used to have like those big smoothies and they put like a cupcake on top of a cookie. And people used to fiend to go buy. I mean, I know it's not like alcoholic or nothing, but people used to fiend to buy just because of like the look. I'm like, bro, it's just something I could have made in my crib. And it's the same thing with these drinks at these restaurants. It's like, you know, somebody give you a regular Long Island iced tea and they put in like a pineapple bowl and they throw some strawberries on top, and now people think, you know, it's the best Long Island iced tea ever, when it's literally the same mix. Some people probably just using the mix too, like the pre-made mixes in the supermarket. Yeah, but I see, like, but that's the thing, with you, we actually see you actually make it. It's not like, it's just images, because I know there's a lot of people on Instagram that sell drinks that, you know, they just show you the picture. You're showing the whole process, so people see how much you put in. They see how you even craft it themselves. You know how many people, when I share your videos, comment on my stories and whatnot, or my posts, and they be like, yeah, I'm definitely trying this, or you know, I need to get one from him, like, you know, or, like, how do I do it? Or some people, like I said, some people just say, I'm gonna try this tonight. You know, just watch what you're doing.
That's the best thing about it, you know. It's, you know, you gotta show them directions, you know. Once you give them the easy steps to it, everybody can do it, you know. And that's what I wanted to come out of it. If I could make a drink that could go viral off of me just making it and then everybody make it, I would love that, you know? So that alone is like, all right, anybody can do it. I look at it like anybody can bartend. You just gotta have the eye for it, the vision for it.
Yeah, so what would you say was, I guess you could say, like the idea behind like certain, like when it comes to your creative side, like what really gets you to make those like creative drinks in terms of like what's like, is it just a random thought in your mind, or like what sparks that, like for example the Jolly Rancher, what sparked you to make the Jolly Rancher? Was it just something you probably like had an idea of, or?
You know what's crazy? I really, that came out of nowhere. I was making a few drinks. It was about, I want to say, I had two different drinks that I was gonna make. I was making the Jolly Ranchers, and I was making Henny Coladas as well. So it was like a two situation thing. And out of nowhere, I was just like, you know what if I collab the Jolly Rancher with the Henny Colada? It's already sweet. What would this taste be, you know? So it was like, let me see. And then when I did add it, I was like, oh, this is different.
I can definitely taste the Henny Colada in the Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, and then it's like, nobody's doing that. So it's like, you gotta have that one drink that nobody has, you know? Because a lot of people could copy your drinks, but if, you know, a lot of people, you won't never see nobody do the Jolly Rancher and the Henny Colada.
So you have your signature drink, like, you know how like there's, think of it like as, you know, McDonald's and Burger King, they have the foundation of what makes a cheeseburger, but there's different things that separates this from the competition.
Exactly.
So I like the fact
They
that
might put a little bit more ketchup. They might put,
Yes.
one specific type of cheese. Like
the Big Mac sauce, you know what I'm saying? That's the secret ingredient, you know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing about it, that was my starter. I started with henny coladas. So
Yeah, I do remember
why
seeing
not, finesse something when it comes to it, add something to it that's different.
All right, expert opinion, because I'm a guy who loves mixing drinks, even if it's already mixed. What do you think this would taste like with this?
To be honest, I mean, because
Try it out.
what I always say is don't mix light with dark, but go ahead and try it. You might come up with something that's official.
And it's crazy that you say that too, because I remember we were having that small conversation that one day, and I was like, because the thing with me is, anytime I have a henny colada, I always think it's too sweet. I like more like the lemonades. I like more sour liquor because I feel like alcohol is already sweet. So it's like when you put something sour in it, it's a little balance.
I think you said pineapple, right?
I was about to bring that up. I was gonna ask. Well, one I was gonna ask you, do you put it in this or no?
Nah, I didn't do it.
Okay, this tastes like I had a little pint. That's why.
I didn't do it. I was going to do it in it, but I didn't add it.
Yeah, but secondly, I was gonna say like you were saying, like it's really a matter of just using your creative side because you could just drop anything out of nowhere. Like how you just told him, try it and find out. It's like, that's really how easy it could be.
And that's what happens too. I made Nutcrackers. I made Nutcrackers for the summer.
Jacking.
That's good, ain't it? You made your own drink. That's
I feel like
crazy about it.
because I feel like you could chase lemonade with anything. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
you said you was talking about the Nutcrackers and everything.
Oh yeah, I started making Nutcrackers in the summertime, and I had made a daiquiri. I made a daiquiri, and the daiquiri was bad. I ended up turning the daiquiri into a nutcracker, but I was mixing mad different stuff.
Not to cut you off though, but so we definitely got a lot of viewers that's not from New York. Tell them what a nutcracker is, because I know it's probably some people that's watching
Nah, Nutcrackers is one of the. I want to say New York. We definitely got it when it comes to drinks.
It's the sauce.
But Nutcrackers right there, when the summertime hit, those are the best drinks to have. When I say not only are they cheap, but it's a lot of liquor in those drinks. You know what I'm saying? So it'll get you right. Sometimes if you want to hit the beach, whatever, it's the best drinks to have. You know what I'm saying? Frozen, even if you don't want it frozen. Either way, they're official.
Yeah, I'm surprised you even bought us these because I know you normally serve these frozen. I'm thinking, to get here and whatnot, it's like everybody got their commute time. So I'm like, yeah, we probably not even bring it because you probably don't know or something.
Nah, the
So I'm
fact
actually
that it's
happy that you
cold.
bought it.
It's cold outside.
You put it in the cooler.
It is cold outside.
Nah, it's cold outside, so it was like, let me try. And the commute over it wasn't too bad. It was about 30 minutes, 30 something.
Oh, that's what's up.
And,
Oh yeah, y'all both from Fort Rock too.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Masali in the
It's over.
over.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, my commute was long and goddamn.
Oh, the cab driver was driving fast. I ain't gonna lie.
He was sweet on the belt.
Yeah, I had to put my seatbelt on him.
Nah, me, I ended up coming here, and then it's like as soon as I got here, I accidentally hit the horizontal. So, extra 20 minutes, extra toll that I don't have to. I shouldn't have to pay.
We still got here on time.
Yeah.
We still out of time now.
Yeah.
Right on time. Perfect timing.
Yeah. So, one thing I was gonna ask you too, I was actually gonna ask you and Taylor, but Taylor's not here, cause Taylor she makes drinks too.
I seen her page. I seen
Yeah.
it. Definitely seen her page.
Yeah.
I wanted her to be here too.
Yeah. She's coming later, but yeah, unfortunately she can't be here right now. But I was gonna ask both of y'all in regards to the business itself. This is one that, and especially with the people who sell plates. That's a business where it's you could do it under the table, or you could do it as actual business. You're actually doing it like actual business.
That's a business, yeah, that's crucial.
And it's
That's crucial.
do you feel like there's perks and cons, pros and cons to running it publicly or under the table?
I mean, there's always pros and cons to it. You have, say if you're doing it under the table, you got it to whereas, I guess you got a lot of people who would, if they're not your friends or not, more than likely your friends. Those be the ones who want the cheap price. They wanted the hood price. price as you should say it. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like barbers.
Yeah, so they will look
They
at
want
it
the
like,
cheap
oh, you my man, so you gonna do this type of deal, this and that. Versus if you doing it the legit way, you already got your price set. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's more of a con that comes with that one, if anything.
Like
But what do you think is better? I mean, I would assume it's better having the business, obviously, since you have it.
No, it is better to have the business because you could branch off and do a whole lot of extra with it as well. You know, it's not just, you know, you got the brand name itself, you got the drinks. You could also take that and start something totally different. I don't want to say too much because it's a lot coming soon that I know a lot of people not doing right now.
So we're gonna keep that to
Yeah, that might be coming up in another podcast. I might pop up again, but you know, it's definitely better that way. I would say.
Yeah, because I would say for me, LLC Twitter don't bury me right now. But for me, it's just like, not because like, you know, because we're like a business-based podcast. So, you know, we look at everything from a business standpoint, you know, not just looking at it for what's in front of us. And the way I was thinking about it coming in, because I was thinking about the question myself, is just like, you know, like let's say it was me, it's like, I put my LLC on this and stuff like that. You know, like there's so much like benefits I could get out of it just off of write-offs. Like, you know how many bottles I could buy, like, and then get it out of my taxes, bro. Like, it's crazy because it's like, even though these go to the business, some of these, you know, I could like, you know, if I make a whole batch of Henny Coladas, I could write that off in my taxes, but still I could enjoy some of myself too for free, basically. So I'm making myself Henny Coladas for free without, you know. So it's like,
see the bad.
don't quote me though. No, it's not financial advice, so don't quote me. Don't need the IRS coming for me, but
The bad part about it though is, you know, selling liquor in New York is real hard. You know what I'm saying? So as far as, you know, doing it on a business scale point, you really gotta go out your way
all you need is like a liquor license, right?
to make it happen. Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad though, just to get the liquor license on that. Especially if you're a bartender, you already have it and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what they do, it's a lot that come with it as well, because it's not just the liquor license as well. They want to make sure everything is up to par. Where you selling it from, it's a lot that plays in it. So you gotta really be on point with it. That's why I say I'm still in the beginner stage when it comes to it right now.
Cause like you just like learning all this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, so cause the thing is, there's so many similarities to the. I mean, it is a part of the food industry, but it's like when I see like bartending versus like I look at it as two separate entities, right? You got bartending, and you got the actual like restaurant establishment kind of thing, where it's like a lot of the things that you see going on at the bar, you see happen like with the food industry. Cause like you said, like just in terms of like the place that you're operating out of, that goes into restaurants, right? That's where they get their health grades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I see the similarity there.
And I think like another thing too to even know, I think when you said it was harder to sell, like it's hard to sell liquor in New York. You know, New York is a strict, like they don't want to say it's a strict state, but I feel like it is a strict state, and it's like, especially with New York is a city of hustlers and everything like that. So they don't want you. They want you to be. You can sell it, but we want you to do it like the right way. And sometimes doing it the right way is the long, hard-earned fought way and everything. And I look at it as when you sell liquor, that's a huge responsibility because you know you can factor in like people like ages and everything like that who you're selling it to,
There we go.
and what you're marketing it as to and everything. So even when you get it big on social media, they can be like, oh, you know, there's something off about this drink when there's really nothing off about your drink. You know, so it's definitely what's that Spider-Man quote called? Well, that's why you said he's funny. You said that friendly neighborhood thing. I was like, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah,
talk. Because I know selling just I feel like when you sell food, like I know we talk about under the table, but I feel like food and drinks in particular, like sometimes I would encourage my friends, you know, you should sell plates, but I realized I wouldn't encourage them to do it under the table all the time because, you know, when you're doing it like legally, you get protection with that stuff. So God forbid anybody say, oh, you did this to me. I mean, right here.
See, I'm glad you pointed that out because that was actually my next point to get into. So I was gonna say, like I just said, there's two similarities. Right? You got the food, you got the drink industry.
Right.
So one thing that I have an issue with the food industry is like with food. I mean, with drinks, you know what you're drinking. You know, it's simple. Like it's alcohol, it's juice, it's water, it's whatever.
Right.
With food, it's like there's so many different things. And not even just like the ingredients that go into it, but like, you know, the oil that you gotta deal with people's allergies.
Yeah.
Some people, not even just allergies, but some people just might have, like health conditions that have to do with it. Like, let's say someone's diabetic, like you gotta be considerate of things like that. And I seen somebody post something like, this was during the pandemic. So obviously, pandemic, a lot of people like, at home, eating and whatnot. So a lot of people gain weight. And someone made a joke, they were like, y'all stay buying plates from people that, you don't even know that's just cooking in their kitchen. And y'all wondering why y'all all getting so big. Like,
That's
they made
crazy.
A joke like that. It's a crazy joke, but it's true though. It's true because it's like, especially for, I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's like the people I see selling plates are mostly West Indian, right? So it's like, they make it West Indian food, Rasta pasta, curry,
Mac and
jerky.
cheese.
They make all these different types of, they got Haitian food in the mix. You got all these different people make all these different types of dishes, and it sounds all the same, but it's not cooked all the same. That's why everybody's dish tastes similar, because somebody might put, a certain type of seasoning as opposed to the next person. Now, you as the consumer, it's up to you, to make that decision, because it's your money at the end of the day. So it's like, you gotta know, hey, if I'm allergic to peanuts, are you using peanut oil? Like, is there anything in there that, is gonna react to my body? Like, you gotta think about that. But people are just so quick to
make a quick
the
buck.
eye test. No, not even from the producer standpoint, the consumer standpoint. People so quick with the eye test that they just want to go buy your plate just because, And again, that's what I respect about you, is like you show people what's going on. So if somebody, is heavy-handed, at least they know, all right, this person putting this amount of liquor, I could do that.
Yeah.
If they're lightweight, all right, he's putting this amount of liquor, I could do that. Other people, it's like, I don't know how much liquor they put. And the thing with Nutcrackers, what makes them so distinct to New York and New York alone, is like, we use as much as we want. We're not going in like a bartender textbook, recipe book, and saying, okay, one shot of this. Nah, one shot, bro, most of us are getting anyway. So it's like, we just eye testing it, just gonna point. Like, so
It's true.
it's a lot of people out there that's just, kind of just, that kind of playing with your life in a sense. Not intentionally, but, they're playing with your life in terms of like what's getting put into it, and a lot of people not really taking precaution when they check it out to know what's really going into with like their bodies.
That's why I say, like, when I do promote mines, you know specifically what's going in there by the brand, all of that,
and the measurement.
Yeah, and the measurements too. Some of them you might not see the measurements. You might not see me do measurements. It might be by eye. Like, I could just, just do it just straight off my vision. Like, I can pay attention to it because that's what I do. But you would know, like, if it seems like it's too much liquor in it, and then you would know by the brands or whatever it is that you're drinking. If you're allergic to something, you're going to pay attention, because I post, and you slowly see it on each drink. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing you can always, in my drink. And then on top of that, when it comes down to the descriptions, I make sure I say specifically what I'm putting in it. So you won't know as well.
That's good.
So not only to help you out, but it helps you out regardless, like, for you to see that, but then also if you want to try it yourself, there we go, you got the ingredients as well.
And it helps if, let's say, like, because I'm a guy who asks questions and everything, so you can easily direct me, like, yeah, it's right here, and then the video can showcase that too and everything.
Exactly.
So that's good. So because I know Instagram has reels and everything, what app has been more helpful to you to get your drinks out there?
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask something like that too.
What's crazy is I feel like Instagram and TikTok go hand in hand. They go hand in hand, because TikTok, don't get me wrong, TikTok is a lot of people that show love that I don't know. Like, you will see it pop up, and it pops up on random people's stuff. So it'll let me see who's following, who's paying attention, all of that on there. But Instagram, for some reason, the hashtags on Instagram, it pops like this. And they catch on. So as soon as I post a drink, a lot of times, I might not get because a lot of people, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of haters, so I might not get the exact likes I'm looking for, but when you see the views, it'll let you know who's paying attention, you know what I'm saying? So it's reaching a lot of people. That's a good thing about it.
Yeah, I was gonna jump into that, because I just feel like with Instagram, it's more like, especially since Instagram's been around like longer. Well, it has, right? I know.
No longer
okay.
TikTok.
I'm just making sure. Because I'm not a TikTok guy, so I don't know. But with Instagram, I feel like it's more like everybody knows like what's going on. So it's like me. It's like I'm into certain like I'm into sports. I'm into like whatever I'm into. It's like I'm into that. So it's like
Right.
I'm just paying attention to just that, right? Like so if I'm looking at hashtags, I'm looking at NBA like NBA hashtag or something like that, right? So I know I'm looking at basketball. Whereas TikTok is so like spontaneous where it's like you could see anything on TikTok.
Bro, literally, you know how we say YouTube University? There's TikTok University too.
Yeah, because it's like it's not even like you intentionally go look for it.
Yeah.
It just shows up, and I feel like I said, on Instagram, everybody's more like established in a way where it's like, like I said, whatever, like, because they play the algorithm, so it's like if you're watching like 5 videos on like 5 cooking videos, all your suggested posts are gonna be like food. Like for example, me, everybody knows I love the otter emoji, like that's my emoji and shit. But when I like it's crazy because it's like people use it so much with me that it's like people will tell me like they'll send me videos or a screenshot of where it's like it'll be like a zoo video like of otters and shit like that just because people keep saying like seeing it because of me. Like I kind of affected the algorithm in a way. So it's like with Instagram, it's like they're like I said, you're more established. So it's like if you're into one thing, it's gonna show up. Like the explore page, if you want to music, you're gonna see a bunch of rappers on your explore page. Yeah. TikTok, they don't really pick. I feel like it's not too established where it's like you can see just about anything. I feel like people are more open to what they're doing on TikTok versus Instagram. So it's like with Instagram, it's like how you said, people view it, but they might not like it. But it's like TikTok is just people just go like whatever. Like, they're open to seeing everything. Everybody's page is public on Instagram. People have private pages. My page is private. My personal page, obviously not the podcast page, but my page is private. TikTok, my TikTok is open. Like anybody can see my TikTok. I could see anything. It's all these hashtags. People's music go viral overnight just because of TikTok. Like, it's just crazy how like TikTok opens the world compared to Instagram. But I feel like Instagram is more because people just close it off themselves. You feel me? Like I feel like people are just more selective of what they want to see and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that TikTok feature where they can tell you who views your story though, or your page and everything, I feel like I love that feature. Cause I'm like, you a hater.
You just watch my page, but you ain't click on it.
I mean, my page is like starting up, so it's like I don't really have people that I'm looking for in terms of people I know and stuff. So it's like when I see it, it's just like a bunch of pages that look like burner pages and stuff. So I can't.
Yeah, that too. It's shit like the usernames and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at these names. I'm like, bro, no profile picture. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
But then you also got Instagram too. One thing about Instagram, the music that you can use on your videos makes a difference. Because TikTok, they're not gonna let you use certain songs.
Now I feel like TikTok you couldn't import. No, Instagram you couldn't import.
Yeah, Instagram you could use a lot of songs that you want that's gonna get it's gonna catch people's attention. TikTok is not. You gotta use certain songs that they give more like commercial stuff for them. That's what it's saying. That's why I think Instagram is better in a way.
Yeah, because I feel like another thing too is just like for everything that's going on in regards to social media, it's like your industry works because it's like everybody like you don't have a target audience. Like this podcast for me, it's like a lot of people. I don't really have a target audience, but I know specifically a lot of people that's watching it are mostly people in their 20s, teens, and stuff like that. Because we're me and Mike, we're young guys. Most of our guests like are young, and even if not, like the information they're providing is very useful for the youth. This is stuff that people want to get into, right? Like for example, like or even like this episode right here, like there's people that definitely want to like interested in making drinks just for themselves. Even regardless if they want to start a business or they just want to make drinks for fun, they go watch this video just to know what's going on. You feel me? As opposed to like what was I saying? Like with TikTok, like I was saying, where it's just anybody's just saying whatever, and it's like and also with the industry itself, it's like anybody can make drinks as opposed to like anything else. Because I feel like with us, it's like like I said, our target audience. Not that we have one, but for the most part, it's people in their 20s. But it's like your industry, it's like anybody, or not anybody. Obviously, gotta be 21, right? Let's put that out there for the teenagers watching. Y'all not 21 yet. Wait a couple years, but I know y'all still watching anyways. Y'all gonna check out this episode because y'all need to learn a couple recipes, and then y'all can go look at his page, and then y'all go get your older brother, older sister, go buy you some bottles. Y'all can make some drinks together. All right, cool. But you know, at least he has industry where it's like old people could be watching, young people could be watching. You know, middle-aged people could be like everybody could be. You know, everybody could watch it, learn how to do certain things, and like you know, work from there.
That's true.
Yeah. So I feel like with you, it's like sky's the limit with you. You know what I mean? Like you're not limited in certain fields. Same with this podcast, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like compared to other industries where it's like, you know, you might just be looking for a certain specific audiences or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm just here to catch anybody's attention. Anybody who likes to drink or want to have a good time, that's the attention I'm right there catching. Because like you said, there is older people who want to see those drinks, younger people as well. Hopefully illegal, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a lot of people catch their attention. You want to have a good time. So the drinks is definitely where it's at.
Yeah. So my last point I wanted to touch on is like the seasons, right? So obviously the summertime probably the busiest since, you know, everybody wants to be outside, everybody wants to live and whatnot. And then you got Christmas, everybody want coquito and stuff. I see you doing that too. I'm Haitian, we make coquito, we call it quemas though. So all the Zoes out there, you know what quema, it's the same exact thing. You know, just different names. But, you know, everybody has that holiday drink. So I feel like for you, is that something that you're going to focus on? Like just trying to, not one, branch out to different communities, but also to like, just stay with the whole idea of being seasonal. Like
one thing about me, and it's crazy, I just learned how to make coquito.
okay.
Just learned how to make coquito.
Yeah, you're not Hispanic, right?
No.
Okay. I mean, I'm just asking, you know.
No, yeah.
Hispanic drink, yeah.
But I just learned how to make it. My one of my closest friends, she told me, like, she threw the idea out there, like, yo, you should try to make it. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, Taylor makes it too.
I'm gonna think about it. Let me see, because I'm like, I usually go to somebody specifically for it. And I'm like, I don't want to tap into that and I mess it up. And I'm like, nah, that's not gonna be me. But I was like, let me give it a try. I tried it, let some people taste it, they said it's official. So, you know, now I'm tapped in there. So for the seasons, I'm definitely doing a coquito as well.
I mean, I don't know any other holidays myself, but I feel like that's something you should keep in mind. You feel me? If there's like certain drinks that you know about that's popular and whatnot, definitely try to tap in with that. You know, keep that in mind. So it's like when people want those drinks for their holiday, you got it for them.
It's like the Nutcrackers. You know, Nutcrackers is always good. Summertime. New Year's, 4th of July.
New Year's, right?
Memorial Day.
I thought everybody wanted the champagne type of feel.
They do that too, but a lot of people love the Nutcrackers. Especially, it's crazy too because before I even moved to Far Rock, and I used to take the train over there, you know, you got this dude who used to sell Nutcrackers on a regular. I don't know if he's doing no more, but it's a dude. If y'all know, y'all know. If you're from New York and you take the A train, you know. You know, it's a dude. His slogan is "Take a sip, bust your lip." For some reason, that dude, that dude himself, definitely started the whole thing for a lot of people when it comes to Nutcrackers. So definitely, I know around those days, those times, he's definitely out.
So actually, one last thing I wanted to bring up too before we wrap up. Did you ever think about doing pop-up shops? Cause I noticed pop-up shops, they tend to do drinks a lot.
Yeah, my thing is I want to make sure I have everything ready for me to do a pop-up shop. You know, I want to make sure all my stickers is there. I have enough, I guess, help as well. I don't want to be able to do it by myself. You know, it's a lot that comes with it, so I don't want to just rush it and then I look like an amateur out there, you know, doing it. But that's one thing I do want to tap into.
I mean, listen, with the drinks, it's all about how people react. So it's like they take that sip and it just blows their mind. You feel me? Business is booming right there. So.
Crazy thing about it too, because you had asked me something
on Instagram.
On Instagram, okay. It was something about because a shorty said something. Female said something about something happened with her pop-up shop.
The video. I remember. Yeah, shout out to Meeks, by the way.
She said something about her. Yeah, she said something about
she was saying she's like a bartender, and it's like I think she sells drinks. I don't think she sells drinks like that, like outside of bartending. But I think she was like kind of saying like, you know, pop-up shops, like you got people that's showing up to selling drinks and they don't know what they're doing. They basically just doing it for a quick buck. Like they doing whatever with the drinks. They just trying to sell, you know, make some quick cash, whatever. Like, yeah, I know what you mean about that.
Yeah, because the crazy thing about it is, there's a lot of people who say they know how to make drinks and don't really know what they're doing. And like she was saying, because you could get somebody killed off of, making drinks, you don't know what you're doing. But for a lot of people, you don't gotta be you don't have to have your license, I would say, to be a bartender. Although it is the best thing to get.
Because it opens opportunities.
But you don't have to have it, because if you got the eye for it and you know how to do it, I say go for it. Because that's how I started in general. And I don't even have my bartender's license. I'm actually in school right now for it. But as far as that goes, I've been doing it for a while without it. And I know how to do it, so.
Okay, yeah. So to wrap up, any last words you're going to give advice, and then also let people know where they can find you at?
Listen, if you really into the drinks and you want to, do your thing, I say tap into it. It's a fun way to, have fun, make money at the same time. Just be responsible when it comes down to it, because you also is playing with people's lives at the same time. You can find me on all platforms. You got Instagram. If you looking for my regular page, it's that nigga _moolah. Or if you wanna tap into my bartender page, it's your favorite hood bartender. TikTok is the same thing, favorite hood bartender.
Yeah. And then any I think you did. You gave me the
and I definitely appreciate you
Yeah.
reaching out, because you definitely showed a lot of love. There's a lot of people that that don't show love. You definitely genuinely love. You didn't even know me, so to even show that appreciation right there is a lot of respect right there.
I feel like with networking, it goes a long way based off of who you know and stuff like that. So it's like Zay's always been for me like a bro to me. It's like I guess it's weird because it's like me and Zay we know each other for a few years, but it's like we've been well connected. So you feel me? Anybody that's family with him is family with me type vibe. You know what I mean?
That's what's
So it's like there was that, and then it's two. It's just also the idea of entrepreneurship. It's people don't even realize. Like you said, when you told me there's people making 20K bartending a month, I'm like, damn, I didn't even know all that. And you told me the YouTubers and stuff. I'm like, wow, I didn't even think about it like that. I mean, then again, there's Tipsy Bartender. What's the bald guy? I think he got
Tipsy Bartender.
That's his name, right? There's him. I'm sure he's probably making bank, but yeah,
definitely one of the people I pay attention to as well.
Yeah, so I just want to show people again, I say this every episode. You don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be a basketball. You could be anything you want. Even if you're one of those people that's against the whole because now it's a whole era of people that's college isn't necessary. All right, cool. If you're looking for other ways to get to it without going the school route, we give you plenty of ways. You feel me? So definitely tap in with us. Tap in with Moolah. Tap in with his page. Catch those recipes. If you make your own drink, even tap on him and be like, yo, you inspired this. Because we know who really inspired it. So don't try to hide it. He's not gonna steal your idea. He's gonna let you rock out with it. But
tag me, I share.
Yeah.
Definitely promote. I'm heavy on the lift people up. Especially the youth. If we could do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why not? So I'm definitely here for it. I definitely share, tag, all of that.
That's a fact. All right. So Moolah, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure being here.
And like I said, it's brief. Mike just stepped out for a quick second, but we're out. Peace.